Our inspirational reading this morning comes from one of our pink books, Giving and Forgiving. And the pink books are an incredible collection of channeled messages from Jesus through a group of adult sensitive known as the Brotherhood of the Followers of the Present Jesus. They are an anonymous group, so we don't know who they are, but they bring through these wonderful words. So this is on page 50 of Giving and Forgiving. If you try complete giving, you will never again be afraid of anything or anyone. Is there any greater heaven than that? You will never be in trouble. You will know such peace, tranquility, as you cannot now even imagine. It is a different focusing of mind power. It is a looking not to what I can receive, but to what I can give. Be the servant to all. Never ask anything back. I promise you peace, joy, healing, light, power that you never knew existed. In this way on earth, and I knew it on the cross. I'm going to reread that. In this way of thinking, your bodies must be healed. In this way of thinking, your bodies must be healed. This is heaven on earth, and I knew it on the cross. I knew it in my final moment of glory. How I have longed to tell this to a world which weeps over my death. If you try complete giving, you will never again be afraid of anything or anyone. Thank you, wonderful God. Our speaker today has been with Teaching the Inner Christ for, I would have to say, more than 30 years. Because I remember our speaker when I was new to Teaching the Inner Christ, and I've been hanging out over here for 30 years. She is a minister of our International Center in El Cajon, California. And this woman knows how to pray like crazy. She is an artist. She teaches adults English as a second language, and she is a gentle soul filled with love and a wonderful channeler of the Christ vibration. So with that, speaking on the importance of giving, please welcome Reverend Elaine Fuller-Zachey.
Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. The importance of giving. Giving is important, yes. Webster's 7th New Collegiate Dictionary presents us with definitions of give. To give is to make a present of, to grant or bestow by formal action, to put into the possession of another for their use, to contribute or donate, to transmit in any manner. To give away is to release or donate something for free. We can give or give away love, money, food, time, and more, and we all do that. We do it and we don't even think about we're giving. It's just part of our lives. The Revealing Word, a dictionary of metaphysical terms from the Charles Fillmore Reference Library, reminds us that every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights. We can find that in the first chapter of James in the Holy Bible. So, who's the Father of lights? That's God. Gifts are for God, right? They're from God, including those that pass through my own hands to individuals who need them. When we give, we allow others to receive and they give, allowing someone else to receive, and this goes on and on and on. Yeah, it's like a circle, huh? It's a way of using the same amount of stuff, like money, clothes, furniture, again and again. Whereas keeping this stuff doesn't allow so much use. With giving, something comes around to us. Maybe it's so different from what we initially gave that we don't even make the connection. It's necessary to give freely if we are to receive freely. The teaching of the Inner Christ, or TIC, elaborates on the importance of giving. Substance is omnipresent. And instead of impoverishing ourselves by giving, we increase our supply. And so we can continue giving and receiving. Just continue this circle of gifts and love from God. Love, it's love from God. Do you give or donate? I've donated money and other things, including to animal welfare organizations. One of them helped me by spaying and neutering animals for free, as well as giving them shots and general physical exams. My donating to this organization spiritually feeds me by helping me with little ones, including those who pray with me and love me. And animals do that. Animals do that. I know these companions are God's expressions of love. And I get to give back to God as I take care of them. It's pretty neat to actually give love back to God. Have you ever thought of that? That when you love someone, it's someone who comes to you essentially from God. And when you love them, you're returning the love to God. When we think of the oneness of God, we can realize that God is perfection everywhere now. We can compare that with Jesus' words in Matthew. He says, I was hungry and you fed me. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you visited me. What you did to the least of these, you did also to me. Those are Jesus' words. They're in the Bible. What you did to the least of these, of someone else, some other, right? You did also to me. So what we give to each other, we give to God. It's important to me personally to give to TIC. For a long time, I just felt that I couldn't give. I'd made choices that I believe were fine when I made them, but I sadly allowed them to prevent me from giving as I desired. I wanted to give, to be part of. I gave the little that I could. Now I give with peace, freedom, and joy. I'm thankful for the privilege to do that. Do you ever think of that? Be thankful for the privilege to give. Be thankful that we can make the decision freely to give. Where, when, how, and how much to give. I can do that. And I see that I really am a part of the teaching. I'm helping TIC to be financially healthy. I'm helping it to have what it needs to spread its truth. I believe what it teaches, that everyone is a living Christ. Everyone is a living Christ. I believe that. And so I'm part of the TIC team. Part of a team that actually does something that's good, right? Oh, that's good, that's great. So giving goes on my monthly budget, along with housing, transportation, food, health, whatever else, it's just part of it. It's part of it, part of the budget, it goes right in there. So when we give, we become a part of the recipient, don't we? Have you ever thought of that? We become a part of the recipient. We're hoping to keep it, him, or her alive and healthy. It could be, give to children, give to neighbors, give to animals, give to organizations, give to the fire department. I love the fire department. Do you love the fire department? I think it's great. When I give to the fire department, I'm part of this important organization because I love being a part of an organization that works to keep us all safe. Firefighters are great. Sometimes they stand out by the street and they have a boot, a firefighter's boot, and you can put a donation in the boot. That's pretty neat. So think about giving like that. So we can see this as movement within the oneness of all, which is God, the shifting of energy from one place and the one to another, where it is used for wholeness. And this way, God is balancing out God's self. God is allowing us to be part of this balancing out of God's self. Is giving important to you? How and when do you give? Have you thought of that? Giving. Why do you give? What happens to recipients and to you when you give? Does it somehow come back to you? What about any comments of that? Is giving important to you? Does anyone have a comment to contribute to that? How and when do you give? Maybe you give in a different way than I've thought of giving. How do you give? A friend of mine came and patched up a little bit on my roof. And so I said, okay, I'll pay you. And he says, no, He just left. It was there. And I didn't even know he'd been there. And I said, what do I owe you? And he said, nothing, just donate it. So that's giving to me, and so I'm giving as I donate this. It goes around. So let's realize that when we give, what we're really giving is a form of love and life itself. What we're really giving is love and life back to God, who gives it to us constantly. So I thank you for your time, and God bless you.